to Rafa Nadal after his victory over Fabio Fognini. Earlier today, it was a battle for Rafa, especially that first set, but he did well to turn that one around and into yet another semi-final here in Rome. Let's give you an idea of what's to come up and what's been happening so far today. This is quarterfinals day, of course, in Rome. Nadal beating Fognini in 3 sets, and Cilic beating Carreño Busta, and we're waiting for the start of Nishikori and Djokovic on Centrale, a WTA match still on court, so we reckon maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or so. And then later today, the last quarterfinal of the day, not before 9 p.m. local time. Goffin up against the defending champion, Sasha Zverev. So we'll have live tennis soon, hopefully. As soon as we do have some live tennis on court, we'll be across to Centrale. In the meantime, let's enjoy some of the memories of this historic tournament over the years. Some classic rallies from Rome.
Able to turn defense into attack.
And that's what he does so great on hard courts. We see him do it time and time again. But on the clay courts, it's much more difficult, particularly against Nadal, who's able to run down ball after ball, and it just challenges you to go for more and more. But this time, Federer, with the brilliant response, the winner, that even impressed Nadal.
Brilliant. Sensational stuff.
Yes, he paid the penalty for just pushing the volley into what he thought would be a winning position, but Nadal's much too fast to get away with that. You've got to hit it.
Nadal was already well on his way. And he's been burned on a couple of occasions by Coria, so giving the Argentine a taste of his own medicine there. Match point. He's done it, and in some style, a fitting end to a terrific match. But in the end, Nadal was simply too good, and the Spaniard wins here for the 4th time, the first man ever to do so.
Well, they both tried to hit it behind their backs. He manages it And Stepanek just fails.
Love 15.
You've got to be kidding me.
Because he pulled this out of nowhere. I thought this was done and dusted, but from behind him, somehow.
Oh, what a dig. I mean, he's got this amazing flick on the backhand. Such a loose wrist. It's the pace that he can generate. It's full stretch. It's a little flick, isn't it? That's what's so dynamic.
Sections on their feet, Phil, and with good reason. Initially the defence, then the speed up the court, digs that one out, creates the gap, and then boom! How good was that?
To win the title here. Andy Murray becomes the first British winner here in Rome in the Open era. Well, that was indeed a big win for Andy Murray back in 2016, and fingers crossed he will be back with us sooner rather than later. And magnificent day here. My name's Rob Koenig, alongside me Miles McLagan, and still waiting for the women's match on Centrale to finish about halfway through that deciding set. Of course, we'll get over there as soon as they are done. For Nishikori and Novak Djokovic, and that'll be the third of the quarterfinals today. Nadal won a little earlier, remember, against Fabio Fognini. Marin Cilic was ruthless in taking down PCB, Pablo Carreño Busta, and Nishikori and Djokovic are waiting in the wings. So in the meantime, it's more bonus coverage for you doubles fanatics out there. Lopez and Lopez taking on Carreño Busta and Joao Sosa. Remember, it's Mark Lopez and Feliciano. Mark, on the left of your screen, the smaller of the two, and Feli, the lefty with the big serve. Slated to be tournament director in Madrid next year is Feliciano. It looks like he is going to get things underway here as far as the men's doubles is concerned.
Ready? Play. Windy Chitze. 15 low.
Of course, Miles, doubles on a clay court these days is played very differently to many years ago, certainly when I was playing. Guys tend to stay back a lot more, don't they?
Absolutely. Big serve, big forehand. Mark Lopez has been a big beneficiary of that.
Of course, Miles used to coach Wayne Black, and
Kevin Elliott for many years. How many years were you on that bag for, Miles?
Had 5 years with those boys.
Okay.
A couple of years with Elliott and Hanley, of course, Paul Hanley. That was classic doubles.
It was back then. Of course, Kevin Elliott, two-time major champion. Did he win a few Masters 1000s, Ali and Black?
Yeah, they won in Madrid. Sorry, in Hamburg, definitely. They won in Miami. They won in Canada.
And you were getting a healthy cut of that, I hope.
Hell yeah. That's why I can buy you dinner every night, Rob.
Now, of course, this quarter-final matchup here on Pietrangeli, just to give you an idea. The losing team in this matchup will split 38,000 euros. João Sousa to serve. Of course, João Sousa, that was some good television about 10 days ago, winning in Estoril in front of his home fans. It doesn't get any better than that as far as singles is concerned, Miles.
Special day over in Estoril. Of course, he'd struggled to win single matches up until that stage.
Yeah.
Somewhat struggled under the pressure, the hopes, home hopes.
Just to give you an idea of how tough the tour is. So he wins a tournament at 250 in Estoril. Has to play qualifying here. And lost second round of qualifying, did Sousa.
Feli Lopez making himself a nuisance at the net. And our colleague back in radio likes to refer to them as, well, she thinks the plural for Lopez is low pie.
Okay, that must be only one person. Gigi Salmon.
That's her.
Oh, Mark Lopez is everywhere. He may be the smaller of the two, but he covers the most court.
Yeah, three guys at the back of the court there. Of course, it's not easy to get in, and you've got to choose your moment. And your opponent's hitting a big, heavy forehands, dipping down low. Yeah, it's a dream start. Feli Lopez going off to
2 games to love.
Of course, no ads in the doubles. That was double break point.
Just a reminder, if you're watching doubles for the first time, when it goes to juice for the first time, that becomes a deciding point. Receiver gets to choose who is going to receive. The third set is a match tiebreaker. First to 10 points there by a margin of 2. I like that return. Carreño Busta just ripping it hard straight at the net man. It's difficult to volley that sometimes because you're static. So important for that net person, I think, just to stand a little deeper and then move forward.
Feli Lopez right up in the net. Of course, he's a big man, and people often ask me, why don't they use the lob more? Well, it's not that easy to get the touch right off off an accurate and big serve. Of course, Mark Lopez is not the biggest of servers out there, but sure hit his spots.
Now getting it right second time.
15-30, 15-30.
Just covering the middle there, ready to pounce.
Got a fair few titles to his credit, as Mark Lopez. A lot of those of late with Feliciano.
15-40.
Because they won Barcelona just a couple of weeks ago. French Open champions in 2016. Let's not forget ATP finals in 2012. What a year that was for them. Of course, won the title here, as well as Indian Wells. He won with Rafa there, did Mark. It's actually about 2009 when he started to concentrate more on doubles. It helps when your best buddy is Nadal. I remember them playing a couple of tournaments together, winning a few titles that helped get Mark's ranking into about the top 20 in the world, and then since then he's been on his own.
Very nice touch, just killing all the pace.
Lopez conducono 2 giochi ad 1.
Get their first game on the board.
2 games to 1.
2-1 first set.
Right here, Dad.
The Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Lease the 2018 Infiniti QX60 from $548 a month for 48 months. On for a limited time. Infiniti. Empower the drive.
There's a viewing party for today's game next door, so I'm putting McCain wedges in the oven while I finish getting ready. As a surprise guest, I'm hoping this tasty snack gets me in the front door. Hey, I'm Natasha. I heard the game. Is there room for one more fan? I have McCain wedges.
Yeah, come in.
McCain wedges. Share something surprising. Share something good.
Quarterfinals double action here on Pietrangeli. Pablo Carreño Busta and João Sousa. Breaking back after getting broken in the opening service game. Let's see if Pablo can hang on to his deal. He had a long look at that whilst he hoisted the ball into the air.
Yeah, that's legal, of course, because that's not until you didn't make a move for the next shot and bought himself some time with that lob.
15 lob.
Pablo with 3 doubles titles, of course, has 1 Estoril. He did the double last year, didn't he? Singles and dubs. Memory serves. And the winner in Moscow and Winston-Salem in 2016. really has come on in the last 18 months, in my opinion. Because I remember a lot of the Spaniards saying he was going to be a really good player, really top player. For a long time he was camped between 40 and 80 in the world. And then 19 months ago, he really kicked into gear. Nice to see him playing some doubles, work on different skill set.
Yeah, I think a lot of players could benefit from that. The returns, the throwing in a bit of serve and volley. As you said, it's not all serve and volley these days.
It does disappoint me a bit that somebody like Carreño Busta doesn't serve and volley more in doubles and just work on his hand skills. But I guess he's thinking, I'm just playing to win here, and if volleying's not my thing, then I'm not going to do much of it.
Yeah, as you said, there's a lot up for grabs, and I know he's making good money out of the singles. His career's going very well.
Yeah, but not bad if you could split 290,000 euros with your partner should you take home the title here.
You want to risk a few first volleys for that?
So, deciding points, receiver's choice. It's going to be Mark Lopez taking this one. So difficult to find Lopez's backhand. I mentioned he was
3 games to 1.
Probably Rafael's best mate on tour, has been for many years, and he was just telling me we were on the same flight over here that he's just moved to Mallorca. So that's home for him now.
When did you say?
Moved from Barcelona?
Was that where he was before? Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, I'm asking, was it from Barcelona that he moved, or?
Not sure. But you see, the weather's a bit nicer in Mallorca. Best buddy's got boats and all sorts of nice stuff. That's good. Very good effort. It wasn't an easy smash.
15 on.
And that's just the sort of, the point for Carreño Busta, just using those hand skills. Of course he wants to win here, but that sort of instinct, reflex might just help him out someday in the singles.
That's one of the best serves in the game.
30-15.
Feliciano's favourite time of the year coming up, the grass courts in Europe.
Of course, champion at the Queen's Club last year.
Yep.
Prestigious title. Third set tiebreak against Marin Cilic.
I think he saved one match point, didn't he? And he's won Eastbourne a couple of times. He'll play all 4 weeks. He'll probably enter Stuttgart as well. New clay court tournament has been introduced.
It's good athleticism. Getting up for that lob.
Feliciano showing how it's done on serve.
14-1.
Lopez times 2. Lead by 4 games to 1.
Hunting season. A perfect time to capture a glimpse of the cunning sportage as it stalks its prey. With its ability to gain a foothold in any environment, there are few places it cannot go. But with a retreat into the water, its elusive prey has found one. Ah, but the day is still young. Don't miss this opportunity to capture a Kia of your own.
1, 2, 3, 4, I know what you want. Caramel, hazelnut, nougat cream, and chocolate. Toffee Faye brings everything together. All the things you love and want for all my favorites. There's so much fun in Toffee Faye.
Worship me.
The 2018 Cadillac XT5. Beauty, greater than the sum of its parts.
Quietly, faithfully, worship me.
It is tough, I agree with you, but it is tough sometimes to find those weeks to play, because he obviously, he did do well and wants to do even better at the singles in these events, and thinking, well, I could be out there for tough doubles when I need to be recovering after a singles match. Then, the weeks leading into this, into the Masters 1000s, you want to prepare.
Doubles at its finest. Everyone involved.
Oh, those great hand skills, and Lopez doing everything he could. Mark Lopez just to try and keep it down low. And Souza maybe wishing he'd stayed at the back of the court after all that.
In your face, no, back in yours. How about that one? I got it.
Nishikori. 15-0.
Lopez installing themselves at the net.
15-7.
Important as a team move well together, cover the angles. Cover so much ground to get around that ball. Eventually, probably how tough it is to find that backhand. Just about impossible.
Trenta, 30-40.
Love the added assurance here of another break.
Faults. First in the room is good.
Sí, claro. Exacto, es buena. Sí, sí, okay.
Yeah, just checking they got the right mark. Not sure. For Cadell as the chair umpire.
Rebreak one. 30-40, 30-40.
This time he does find the backhand, but it makes no difference. Smart return from Lopez, up in the air, buys himself a later time, and then finds the line with the forehand. Gets that double insurance.
It's automatic.
There's only one man on court who's held serve so far.
Yep. That's Lopez, right?
I see you paying attention. $15. $30.
Lopez so good at finding space on the doubles court. He's got such great peripheral vision. Simply too good. Their tennis IQ in set number one has really been far superior to their opponents. And it's Lopez and Lopez who bag the opening set in 23 minutes by 6-1.
Closed captioning is brought to you by new McCain Breakfast Triangles. Try them today.
If you take medication, you may sometimes suffer from a dry mouth. That's why there's Biotine. And Biotine also comes in a handy spray, so you can moisturize your mouth anytime, anywhere. Biotine, for people who suffer from dry mouth.
I see it. Relax, big guy.
I see it. Relax, big guy. Straight down the center.
See Solo, a Star Wars story, in theaters May 25th.
2018 RBC Cup Gold Medal Game on TSN.
It's in. He's done it. What a way to save a match point.
Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Single session tickets on sale now at rogerscup.com.
Add them up. All your firsts. Each second. Every heartbeat. At any given moment.
We are the sum of our experiences. Make the drive one of them.
The Lexus RX series, featuring the new 3-row RXL.
Court. Get a bit of amber fortification. It's about that time in the evening for some of that. And plenty of seats available for this men's doubles so you can get nice and close, get those seats courtside. And the tennis fans who have been here on a number of occasions for a number of years, they know which side they want to be in. Sneak over to the shady side.
Get a little sun during the day, and then when you've had enough. There's 3 courts at the US Open, aren't there? And there's the shadow of the scoreboard, and everybody just packs into that square area.
Yep.
You know, behind the P courts. What numbers would they be? Sort of 4, 5, and 6, perhaps. Beautiful weather this week. And you're right, just watching that clay court tennis, you hear the slide of the strings rip into the ball a little differently. Makes you think that you can do it.
These guys make it look easy. I can still dream on. Certainly not a surface I grew up playing on as a youngster. No clay courts in South Africa, no proper ones like this anyway. Not that you play tournament play on. Carreño Busta with new balls to start out set number 2.
Wendy Schitzer, 15 love.
He's still very energized. He's an intense sort of player, Joao Souza. It's an opportunity slides by. But Mark Lopez just sees the move of the opponent incredibly early. Has that ability to just change direction at the last minute.
He did it so well on the return, didn't he?
Guarantazero. 40 love. Gioco. Carreño Busta Socio.
So that's a better start.
Seconda partita. First game, second set.
No early breaks this time for Carreño Busta and Sosa.
Yeah, and of course with the format, the Champions tiebreak, you never feel you're too far away, even if you've lost that first set. And of course the beauty of the tennis scoring system doesn't, to a degree, doesn't matter how badly you've lost that first set. Behind you.
Let me take that, says Fairley.
Wendy Schitzer, 15 love.
Nice firm wrist on the volley. He wanted to reap the rewards of that first one.
Wendy Chipari, 15 on. Renta 15. 30-15.
Such an effective volley on the clay, isn't it?
Yeah, the one that dies off the strings. So if you don't get a real stick on it, it sits there for the opponent. And yeah, that one down low, all Souza was going to be able to do was just bunt it back.
40-30, 40-30.
Finds the line, skids away. Levels up at 1-all. Lopez continues to be unbroken.
Windici 0. 15 love.
He's got it. Magnificent. Love it. When all four players are involved in a rally.
Great skills from all four men. And this needed to be very delicately played. As it got there in time and fairly, well, he finds the line again.
So Mark Lopez closing the spaces so well.
30-15.
Oh, it's a nice touch. It's a delayed decision to go for it.
40-15.
Again, just lets the ball softly hits the strings and dies.
Back-to-back holes. It's the first for these guys on their serve. It's 2-1, second set.
Hey, check out what my available steering responsive headlights can do. Deer in the headlights, deer not in the headlights. Deer in the headlights, deer not in the headlights. Deer in... Yeah, you get it. Subaru Impreza.
It's in. He's done it. What a way to save a match point.
Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Single session tickets on sale now at rogerscup.com.
So I'm Zach's mom, and my official job is electrical engineer. But my other passion is professional points earner. My PC Financial MasterCard earns me PC Optimum points on every purchase, everywhere. And I earn points fast at grocery stores that sell PC products and at Shoppers Drug Mart. Points I use to get free things like granola bars, toothpaste, pineapples. And I got a really nice face mask.
Earn like a pro. Apply for the no annual fee PC Financial MasterCard and get to free fast.
Some bonus doubles coverage here on Stadio Pietrangeli. Men's quarterfinals action. Mark and Feliciano Lopez won in the first set convincingly. Steadier start here from Carreño Busta and Sosa. Do have some news as far as Court Centrale is concerned, if you're wondering when the men's singles match is going to start The WTA match has finished, so we'll be over with Nishikori and Djokovic shortly. But we're going to stay with this live tennis for a little while longer. There he is again, finding gaps.
That forehand causes so many problems, and if the winner's not on, he can dip it down low. You know how hard it is to volley against a heavily spun ball. So, some of those matches he played with Rafa, you see Rafa on the doubles court, how difficult when he's fizzing that forehand. Jack Sock too, of course, not a success on the doubles court. Just too big for one setup.
Win the sheet by 15-all.
Just a little too much heat on that for Federer to handle.
You've got some interesting spectators from around the world listening in, and having coached one of the best teams in the world. When the players talk like that, we have a Reg Pennyfather from Southern Africa wanting to know, why do the players actually cover their mouths? Do they think their opponents can legitimately lip read? Oh, yes, please.
Well, that was sharp from Sousa. Jumping around there, picking that first one off his feet. And just like Lopez, Mark Lopez, he'd spotted fairly covering the middle ground.
Break point. returning from Pablo. These guys have got their teeth stuck into the second set. We've got the early break, 3-1. To answer Reg's question.
And I suppose, yeah, an answer. It's not that you necessarily have to lip read, but you might pick up. They're telling each other now, right, I'm going to serve to the forehand and you cross. So maybe that's all you need to pick up, a forehand. And sometimes it is a little extreme. You might be playing a...
I guess it's
pair who's speaking in Czech or...
Yes. Foreign language, you often hear the guys just shout it out. But it's probably more habit than anything else as well, Reg. I hope that answers your question.
Well, everybody's getting the forehand in on the action now.
Yeah, in the first set it was Mark Lopez who was dominating with that shot in set number 2. It seems like it's a PCB sharing the honors with João Sousa. Oh, this has been a clinical set thus far. Speedy hold, and they've got a 4-1 lead.
4-1.
CIBC Aventura Travel Assistant, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm trying to plan a trip.
What kind?
Something less touristy.
I get it. You want to do your own thing.
Exactly. We love exploring and seeing new things. But we still like to let loose.
Of course.
If you could make that happen, that would be amazing.
Then let's make it happen.
Aventura, the traveler's travel card. Join now and get up to 20,000 Aventura points.
Choose city streets. Choose to conquer the unexpected. Choose adventure at every turn. Choose to conquer every day with Nissan Intelligent Mobility. And now, during the Nissan My Choice sales event, choose from 3 great offers on select models.
Well, coming up shortly, Nishikori and Novak Djokovic will meet for the 15th time. And of course, it'll be the 3rd time here in Rome. Nishikori getting better and better with each passing match. For the first time this season, Novak Djokovic is through to a quarterfinals. Well, it should be good. Both guys playing well this week. Nishikori with a great start to his clay court season in Monte Carlo. And Novak, of course, making a quarterfinals for the first time this season. Looking better and better.
Windy G5. 15 on. Windy G30, 15-30. Pari 30 all.
So nice to be able to rely on a serve that good under pressure. Must-win game. They want to stay in touch here.
Lopez. Regno Gusta Sousa conducono 4 giochi a 2.
As well to stay in a touching distance, and it's still looming large in the rear view mirror.
Windy 15 low.
Perfect length on that volley. Just shows you it doesn't have to be hard if it's accurate and deep.
Nishikori 15 all.
very skillful angle, moving backwards. Pressure was on by Lopez, and Lopez moving forward. So, we'll let you know how this doubles unfolds, but it's time for some singles action. As we move over from Pietrangeli to Centrale, where Nishikori and Novak Djokovic are waiting in the wings. Four-time champion is Novak. A happy hunting ground, this place for him. It's been a long wait for them. They were not before 4 o'clock. It's 6:25 local time now. Some 2.5 hours later than expected. The four-time champion will be eager to get this one underway. Played some scintillating tennis yesterday. Some of the best tennis I've seen from him all season. But of course, Nishikori is a step up from Ramos Vignolas. Himself playing some outstanding tennis this week. He's had a tough draw as Nishikori. Good afternoon to all of you, wherever you are around the world, joining us for the first time today. My name's Rob Koenig, alongside me, a former coach to many a great player, Miles McClagan. Good afternoon. Really looking forward to this one. Both men showing some good form. Expecting a tough tussle.
Nishikori to deal with the Grigor Dimitrov in his second match. It was Feli Lopez in the first match he was able to beat. Philip Kohlschreiber was dispatched comfortably with the loss of just 3 games by this man.
That was impressive. Kohlschreiber's been showing some good form as of late. Expecting a good one there, but Nishikori brushing him aside.
Okay. Just before the coin toss, they went to make a picture with you together. Okay, same since the first round. Do you guys have any questions? No? Novak, you want to choose? Have a heads or tails? Heads for him, okay.
Carlos Bernardes from Brazil.
Heads. Serve. Decide. Good match.
Novak has won the toss and has decided that he will serve first. The third of the quarterfinal matches here at the Internazionale Biennale d'Italia. Nishikori, Novak Djokovic. Well, this court has seen a couple of long matches already today. Fabio Fognini wanting a set off Nadal. That's Not something that's been easy to do of late. Yes, he lost to Dominic Thiem, of course, last week, but before that it was 50 straight on clay that he had won. Nadal safely through to the semi-finals. Marin Cilic looked very solid in defeating Pablo Carreño Busta in straights 3-3. So both these guys will be resting up, watching their respective potential opponents duke it out. Well, this matchup in the top half of the draw, the winner will take on Rafael Nadal. 28 years of age now. Enjoys living in Bradenton. Has been there since he was a young boy, hasn't he?
Yeah, trained there for a long time. Sort of changed a lot over that time, the academy. Everything's been up and down, back up. And I think if he carries on the form of this week, it'll be on its way back up.
Yeah, made it to Bradenton, courtesy of grant that the head of Sony gives to exceptional sports people. He was the recipient of that many, many years ago. There's so many injuries early on in his career. Japanese are known for the incredible discipline, the amount of hours he was putting on in the court, I'm sure was a contributing factor to some of those injuries, but what an outstanding career he has had. He is box office gold. Back in Japan, he is every sponsor's dream. Every sponsor wants a piece of him. The biggest sponsors in Japan all want him to represent their products. This was a semi-finalist, yeah, back in 2016. His road this week has not been an easy one, as we discussed. Lopez, always a tricky customer. Chances to win the opening set that fairly, serving a 5-4 in the first set tiebreaker. Lost both those points, missed both first serves. Kay made him pay. Well, what about Novak Djokovic? Never easy when you come back from injury. Of course, he's been living in Monaco for a number of years now, and not just because the weather's nice, also has other benefits. There's the Principality, and a fair few players based out of there, of course. The Zverev family lives there. Thomas Berdych has been there for a number of years. We've got Dimitrov.
Yeah, it's great. Good training facilities, and of course the quality of opposition second to none. It's been a little patchy at times this year. Promising start in Australia.
It was before losing to Yuan Chao. Came back perhaps a little too early in Indian Wells, where he faded against Taro Daniel and lost in his first match in Indian Wells. It was astonishing. Never seen Novak do that. Normally the Iron Man who can wear anyone else down. But he's getting back to his best. He mentioned after his win in the previous round, if anybody wants to see me get back to my level that I showed when I was world #1, it's me. 4 times a champion here. Beaten everybody here. Best of the best. This week, Dolgopolov and Bastalashvili were the early victims before Ramos or Vignolas simply outplayed in set #1. Set #2 a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it's a draw that could have been tricky, but made pretty straightforward. There was a little hiccup at the end of the match yesterday against Ramos Vignolas. To serve it out at 5-4, drop serve. Of course, that will be the benefit of confidence as time comes. Most of the situations become more and more comfortable.
Yeah, last time they played just last week in Madrid, and of course Novak winning that one 5-4. On clay, conditions a little quicker than what they are here because of the altitude. About 650 meters there in Madrid, same as exactly where I live, in fact, Hillcrest in Durban, South Africa. Lovely climate we have there. Nishikori He struggled with the head-to-head against Novak. The last... it's 11, I think, that he's lost to Djokovic before winning 2 in a row in Basel in the US Open, of course, when he went on to make the final there. That was an interesting win because Nishikori played a lot of tennis before he played Djokovic on the hard courts there in New York. Everybody thought he was going to fade, but he didn't. Different story today on a clay court. It'll be episode number 15 in the Nishikori-Djokovic rivalry. Novak with a healthy head-to-head record against Japan's finest, but that's why we lace them up. Sport is not played on paper. Today, it's played on a magnificent clay court here in Rome. Both players come into this match good form. Djokovic with a win over Ramos Vignoles yesterday. Nishikori over Philip Kohlschreiber. The third of the quarterfinal matches here in Rome. Miles McLagan alongside me, Rob Koenig. Good battles within this war. I want to mention, Miles, there's a couple of interesting matchups between these two. What intrigues you when you look at their games and pair them up against one another?
Obviously, the battle of the backhands. A lot of people think Nishikori has the best backhand in the game. Whether he's able to move Djokovic around with that shot. And I always remember it was a semi-final in Madrid where Murray won, beat Nishikori in the semis, and he was able to drive his backhand through the court, cross court, to take Nishikori's down the line away because he was always out of court. Won, beat Nishikori in the semis, and he was able to drive his backhand through the court, cross court, to take Nishikori's down the line away because he was always out of court. Djokovic probably doesn't have the same ability to flatten it out like that. Is always on clay. There's that psychological tussle about just willing to dig in a little deeper.
That was impressive defense there from Nishikori. I think Djokovic might have heard you there when you were referring to Nishikori having the best backhand, just showing how well he can change direction almost seamlessly from cross court to down the line. It's the forehand that's let him down in the last 2 points.
Set it up nicely, turn the tables. Actually, he was in good position. He does have the ability, by changing direction and taking it so early, to pushes Nishikori pushes opponent back off that baseline. There's one of those mini battles that'll be taking place this afternoon, early evening.
It'll be interesting to see how often Nishikori goes to the forehand of Djokovic. Does he just stick to his regular patterns of play? Nishikori has come out of the blocks beautifully. Often speak about his offensive skills, his ability to take the ball on the rise, but I mean, this is seriously good defense in this game.
From both men there. They're going to have to do it. Different style of defense, Nishikori. A lot of counter punching.
He's earned himself a break point in the very first game.
It's a change-up on the second serve early.
He likes that one, doesn't he? Big points. Sneaky slider down the tee.
Certainly did, and executed with quality as well. Goes into the second, takes that second serve into the forehand again.
Djokovic.
And I wonder how much of this Djokovic's tactics will be to make this match physical.
Marian Vida back working with Novak, and of course just next to him in the black hat there, Gebhard Phil Gritsch, his long-time physical trainer. Speaking of world-class backhands, full display there, the defensive capability of Djokovic initially, and the offensiveness of Nishikori. Outstanding. Just can't find that centre service line at the moment. There's just a couple there now.
Nishikori.
Backhand just floats long. There's Nishikori, another break point, and I think that was one of the big improvements in Miami. He just found a little more spin on that backhand, particularly the one up the line.
This game taking a while Nishikori with another chance to break. Well, the best possible start for Kei Nishikori. He draws first blood. 9-minute opening game. There's going to be a lot of interesting battles within the overall war, and one of them will be the Djokovic return of serve when he takes on Kei's second serve, Miles. And the tendency is for that to be a bit of an Achilles for Nishikori. He can drop it short and central. You can see there, points one behind the serve when they played in Madrid in the last match just last week. And Djokovic was all over his second delivery.
Yeah, he certainly punished him for missing the first. He can take it early, he can change direction. That number much lower against Djokovic than for the rest of the season on clay.
Yeah, against other opponents this season on clay, he's winning 58% of the points behind a second serve. But against Djokovic in Madrid, it's a lowly 43%. And that's a big differential, folks. Imperative that Kei makes a lot of meaningful first serves.
And perhaps varies the second little as well. Majority of that directed towards the Djokovic backhand. Finds a piece of the line. Incredible ability to get his forehand going out of court.
Yeah, like Goffin, they're so good at creating angles, aren't they, with their ground strokes? Dante Bertini has been with Kei for a long, long time. The Argentine was a coach at the IMG Academy in Bradenton. Of course, we're working now together with Michael Chang. Expertise of Michael, having played at the very highest level, was French Open champion. Together with this coach day in and day out, I think it's a nice mix.
Yeah, they certainly seem to work well together. Turns back on him quickly. Of course, players and coaches, more accurately, have a good look through the stats, and I'll be looking for ways the Nishikori camp to avoid the sort of numbers we saw on the second serve, but need to be careful about getting too safe on the first.
That's the Novak Djokovic I remember when we first broke onto the scene. His ability to just hit those linear shots, change direction, down the line with the forehand, down the line with the backhand.
It's almost like a training pattern, isn't it?
Yeah.
Set distance inside the line. And that's Nishikori. You remember when you think of his best tennis. Of course, you mentioned Goffin. I like Goffin. A lot easier to find that sort of angle when you're up inside the baseline.
It's got a piece of the line. Just when Novak was throwing everything at him. He makes sure he wins the two most important points. So, interesting start this. A break and a hold for Nishikori.
Sort of tennis I'm talking about, Robbie. Keeping his man on the move.
15 long.
Until the right ball to pluck in behind.
Djokovic, I always remember an interview with Jelena Gencic, his very first coach. She used to say how much he used to love to come in and volley when he was a youngster, and you can see the natural feel he's got there. That's more like it. Get that first holder serve under your belt. Djokovic is up and running. It's 2-1, first set.
It's in. He's done it. That's immense. Il est extraordinaire, Rafael Nadal. Incredible defending from Federer.
Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Single session tickets on sale now at rogerscup.com.
Right here, Dad.
The Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Lease the 2018 Infiniti QX60 from $548 a month for 48 months. On for a limited time. Infiniti. Empower the drive.
Kind of there. For me, it was my backhand slice, so it was a good feel on that one. Serve was always a big challenge for me. I missed serving practice for 2 days. The thing was gone. And I'm sure it's the same. You worked with Annie for a long time, Philip Kohlschreiber, Marcus Baghdadis. How's it for those guys?
Yeah, absolutely. At certain levels, I'd say the same. Marcus loved his backhand up the line. Kohlschreiber with that backhand ripping across court, bounce off the court.
Just half a step slow here. Not quite there. And to reach for it at the last moment. Slightly off balance. It's a little frustration.
Gets a piece of the line and welcome any sort of cheap point off the serve.
Yeah, remember that the second serve was the big weakness for him when they played in Madrid last week. But Nishikori started out by making 9 out of 10 of his first serves. He's only had to hit 1 second serve so far.
And of course, when he was so dominant, the numbers showed Djokovic was the best returner in the game.
Yeah, his ability to hit that ball deep and central, especially off first serves, was uncanny. He'd hit it within 1.5 meters of the baseline every time. Just neutralized the server with one swing of the racket. Oh, come on! How good is this guy's backhand?
That's spectacular. Athleticism, racket control. The open stance slide, which is not everybody's realm.
Double trouble. Nishikori lighting it up. And this has been the best possible start.
3 games to 1.
Yeah, they've both come out hitting it sweetly. I just feel Nishikori's finding a little more width, perhaps a little closer proximity to the lines. Able to create, with the forehand in particular, few angles.
When the 15 long.
Shot selection has been outstanding in the opening 20 minutes. It's hardly put a foot wrong.
And taking up a different position back to return serve here, and Djokovic spotted that quickly. Perhaps just a little too much air under this drop shot.
Tell you what, his physical trainer will be pretty happy with the way he's been moving in the opening 4 games. That open stance backhand, moving so well laterally, then moving up the court to chase down that drop shot.
Just got answers for everything right now.
He's playing at galactic levels.
Not a lot Djokovic can do about this. He's played a high quality point. He has to do everything he can to weather the storm, keep the scoreboard tight.
Good numbers from both players. Those 3 points on serve count for just as much as the spectacular winners. No bonus points in our sport. 20-shot rally with a spectacular winner worth as much as an unforced error. Often said with the surfaces being so slow these days, you should offer up a bonus point every time you hit a winning volley. Encourage guys to come in. seek the bonus point. Growing up watching tennis in the 80s and the early 90s, it was all about it. The S&V, Ed Berg, Sampras, Becker, Cashy, Rafter.
And all the boys from your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
You had to play at the front of the court.
Kevin Curran, Christo van Rensburg.
Just onto everything right now. Even the best of players have periods where they see the ball particularly clearly. It comes out the middle of the racket. Djokovic under pressure again.
Nishikori is all over Djokovic. 4 incredible games from Japan's finest. He's very much in charge.
There's a viewing party for today's game next door, so I'm putting McCain wedges in the oven while I finish getting ready. As a surprise guest, I'm hoping this tasty snack gets me in the front door. Hey, I'm Natasha. I heard the game. Is there room for one more fan? I have McCain wedges.
Yeah, come in.
McCain wedges. Share something surprising. Share something good.
The world's first triple lens Leica camera, powered by AI. Photography will never be the same. The Huawei P20 Pro.
Hey, Impreza. What's new?
Well, I've got this available reverse automatic braking feature.
Oh.
When I reverse, I can automatically brake if I'm about to hit something.
All I do is beep.
Subaru Impreza.
Beep. Ouch.
Hard-fought 5 games, but it's always nice when you can come out the other end. Double break to the good. And that's where Nishikori is right now. 27 minutes in the making. He's got a 4-1 lead. If you could quickly go down onto the court, call for a McLagan timeout, what would you say to Djokovic right now, Miles? What does he need to change up? Does he need to change anything?
I think it's too early to change anything. I mean, Nishikori's playing phenomenal tennis. He's got answers for everything. I think give it a little bit longer. In the words of one of your countrymen, it's too soon to panic.
Of course, Gordon Forbes wrote many a good book, didn't he? Oh, everything going the way of Nishikori. Look at the footwork, the foot speed, the slide is so well controlled.
He's just taking the ball earlier than Nishikori, than Djokovic at the moment.
And that's saying something.
Yeah. And he's up on the baseline. And I think that the accuracy is what's doing the damage.
Nishikori. 5 games to 1.
Then you back up your service game like that. Speedy hold. Djokovic must be feeling like he has been serving the whole time in this match. And I think this has stunned so many people here on Court Centrale.
15 long.
Djokovic just injecting a little more pace into that backhand side. He feels he's got to do something to take Nishikori out of this rhythm. And perhaps thinking 2 breaks down.
Oh, he went for the Maria there.
Oh. It still had to play another ball despite the quality of hitting. He feels he maybe needs to just do a little something to disrupt Nishikori.
Look at this.
Just takes that hand off the racket.
Playing quickly, waiting for the crowd to quieten down. Djokovic reduces the arrears. It's still very much one-way traffic. Nishikori 5-2.
Hunting season. A perfect time to capture a glimpse of the cunning sportage as it stalks its prey. With its ability to gain a foothold in any environment, there are few places it cannot go. But with a retreat into the water, its elusive prey has found one. Ah, but the day is still young. Don't miss this opportunity to capture a Kia of your own.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Tempo.
Well, if you're a Nishikori fan, the last 32 minutes has been outstanding viewing for you. But he's got to add the finishing touches here to the opening set. Let's see if he can do it.
Win the change 7. 15 long.
Nishikori continuing to dominate with that backhand wing. Such a destructive shot. If you've got this one inside out from the back wing, Djokovic certainly used it to his advantage, but Nishikori taking it to another level here.
30 condition. 30-15.
And that perhaps just a result of the return before. Djokovic very aggressive at 30 love, and really just is trying to step it up in a couple of areas just to give Nishikori something to think about.
Painting the lines. High quality stuff.
Tennis and ball striking of the absolute highest quality. Djokovic finds a line. Perhaps as meaningful as any of it is the roar afterwards, letting Nishikori know that this set is not done.
With that unforced error off his beloved backhand. 6 from that side, out of his total of 9.
Great rhythm serve, and as with so many players, Nadal, Djokovic himself, it's not about, you can't just afford to put that return back in play. You've got to do something with it, which often forces the error.
Set points. What a set of tennis from Nishikori. Raining down backhand and forehand winners. He wins at 6-2 in 36 minutes.
France, a European powerhouse.
You look at this France starting 11. There is talent everywhere.
But it's been 20 years since they lifted the trophy, and Les Bleus have won just 3 of their last 12 group stage games.
I think Brazil are ready, Spain are ready, Germany are ready. We're not.
Can France's young generation live up to the hype? The 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia is coming to CTV and TSN.
We want to see you guys go head-to-head on a distance competition. We're going to do 5 shots each for distance and height. 299.6, so that would round up to 300. Then we're going to do 5 shots for straightness. 5 feet right of the line. That is a good number.
Come on.
On the line. 4.4 feet.
He won. I mean, hitting it out of the center every single time, and it's coming out nice height too.
Rib core, long and straight.
For straight distance, visit Golf Town, your experts in everything golf.
It's in. He's done it. What a way to save a match point.
Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Single session tickets on sale now at rogerscup.com.
Small, big, and jumbo, pint-sized humongo, immensely gigantic.
Small country, big appetite for life. D'Italiano.
Live large.
Se è 4-1 no, 3-2 sì.
DJ's firing up the crowd.
partita. Al servizio Novak Djokovic. Prendere il posto per favore. I giocatori sono pronti, grazie.
Kane Nishikori looking for a copy and paste here in set number 2, but big challenge is maintaining the level. Here we go.
First service.
Djokovic's numbers opening set, and they're not terrible, Miles. I mean, the first serve percentage is not bad at 66. Winners to unforced errors ratio, 7 winners, 10 unforced. It's not out of whack.
It's within touch,
yeah. It's pretty simple. One or two things has got to happen. He's either got to play a bit better, or Nishikori has to drop his level.
First service. Out. 30 seconds. 30-15. Long like this. Yeah, long like this.
At that point, Djokovic came out on top. Thinks that backhand going long, but talk about all the tactics in the world, but that returns back on his toes. It's very difficult to get on the front foot, mix up rhythm, move your opponent around if you're constantly defending. Exactly like that. The serve is accurate. And the only way they can get better is more power.
Yep. 196 is not a slow serve.
Even there, it's a great second serve from Djokovic. It's even kicked up off the line a little bit, and still Nishikori's found length. And as he did in the first set, Djokovic faces break point in the very first game.
What an adjustment that was from Nishikori. Smash.
Absolutely key moments. And he knows it. Key that he digs in.
Djokovic.
Holds on to his serve. Now Nishikori a lead.
Novak's looking for the mark.
A sporting gesture. Let's clip the line.
Djokovic's shot got back into play, Miles. Can't remember if he found the court with the forehand or not.
Well, to be honest, I can't remember either, and that's...
Hawkeye suggesting it might be...
For me, it was...
definitely long.
No, it was not call after he hit the ball.
Well, and Nishikori is asking the exact same question that you've just asked. I think, in fairness.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Of course, there was an interesting moment last night with Ramos Vinoes and Djokovic.
It was. And I actually was speaking to Carlos about it a little earlier today and asked him whether he saw that or not. And he didn't. So it's game point for Djokovic again. Oh, I like the change up there. Just giving him a slightly different look. Novak saves crucial break point. This is the rally that we were discussing as to whether the point should be replayed or not. Here we go.
Per favore, prendere posto velocemente, grazie. Per favore.
And it was indeed long, Djokovic's shot.
And a late call, I would say, as well.
Grazie.
It's difficult, man. The guy can't be affected by that call. It's so
But
quick.
it's also very, as we missed, we didn't look down the other end. It's tough for the umpire to be on top of that decision as well.
And I think Kay agrees with us. He's like, well, how can you be affected by that shot? It's so instantaneous. And again, this is where I think technology can really help the umpire. Show him that replay. And I almost think in order to get a do-over, you have to make that next shot if you're Novak. So in other words, if you want the replay, you've got to make that ball in the court, Miles. Follow what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think if you write that into the rule book, players will be annoyed with it once or twice, but you know, quickly they'll adapt to it. Well, it's the Nishikori show at the moment. It's the combination of everything here. Early, deep, pacey.
It takes something special to get Djokovic twisting and turning like that off balance.
Screamer.
15.
Giving Kei Nishikori a little dose of his own medicine.
Djokovic just halt the momentum from Nishikori. He would love to get an early break here. He's got 2 break point opportunities.
Just catching the tape, being annoyed. Got himself into a rally.
Shows you the margins again. That thing is hit right at the top of the net. I mean, it's a centimetre. Now this will be a good test. And look at a second serve on a break point. Djokovic at his attacking best. Engaging the crowd. Four-time champion. Looking for love.
Again, the game is starting to fire. You need to work hard to find it. He's just throwing a couple of things into the mix to give Nishikori a little something to think about. There's a serve and volley in his last service game. Just misses his mark.
Is this the most defensive you've seen Djokovic this season? How good is this?
It's extremely good hitting, and the answer to your question is, I think so. He's had to step up his level. He's had to show something, show Nishikori something a little different, look to take him out of his comfort level. And even that, not enough on that occasion.
These guys hitting it so hard and so early. Making sure he got that one while it was still above the heart of the net.
Just the speed through the court. Nishikori has dominated much of this play. You can see he's getting that ball on the rise. 14% ahead of Djokovic in that area.
65% of his shots. That is a lot, Miles, especially on the surface. He's got a break point again.
Could potentially argue he's lost that point there, Nishikori, but some of those Djokovic's on the rise are because he's forced to, because the ball's back on him so quickly, not necessarily through choice. Half volleys off his toes. Going in back behind him a lot and often and well.
Djokovic.
That's the way to shut the gates on the third game. 3 games of rich quality from both, but it's Djokovic who's got the 3-love lead.
Closed captioning is brought to you by new McCain Breakfast Triangles. Try them today.
Start with a craving for McCain Super Fries. Apply a good sprinkling of, I love this stuff. Serve with sriracha mayo. Voila, Super Fries a la girls' night. Let cravings be your guide.
Worship me.
The 2018 Cadillac XT5. Beauty, greater than the sum of its parts.
Quietly, faithfully, worship me.
It's in. He's done it. What a way to save a match point.
Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Single session tickets on sale now at rogerscup.com.
Nice to have my wife in town on the far left of your screen, and Andrew and Ingrid Budge also visiting from South Africa. It's fantastic tennis that they've been able to witness today. So too,
we're very good to her. Sport for tennis. What a day! What a lineup!
It really has been fantastic, and I mean the tennis that these guys are playing, and you have to see it live to believe how hard, how early they're striking the ball.
Nishikori early on, who was doing damage with his forehand cross-court, finding the angle.
These are winners by set. Set 1, Djokovic had 7 winners in total. He's already got 7 now in this one.
Add 1 to the backhand column there. That is a spectacular strike. It's the foot speed that's so impressive. Got to pick this ball up early. Both feet inside the court. Out the middle of the racket.
15, 30.
60 minutes this one has been on the go.
Quindici 40. 15-40.
See the coach's boxes on close proximity. One another.
Been a
match that's been played at a quick tempo. Our rallies have been quick. Haven't been messing around between points. It's almost Wii-like tennis.
It's a great approach. Just a little bit of extra shape and spin. Pushing Djokovic diagonally backwards.
Vantaggio, Djokovic.
He's not out of this one just yet. Things have got a little scrappy in the last few moments.
There's he.
Nishikori.
Yes, indeed cracked it as he's made this lunge here.
He gave it a pretty firm ding, but it can only take more than that. At least he's not paying for them.
Nishikori, who's had break points in all of Djokovic's service games in this set.
4 games to 1.
Finally does break. Novak with a comfortable lead. 4 games to 1. He leads here in set number 2. The first set belongs to
the 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now available with Pro Pilot Assist. With semi-autonomous technology like intelligent cruise control and steering assist, Pro Pilot Assist can help you conquer every day.
Thank you, Father.
Get a 2018 Rogue from the equivalent of $59 weekly. And during the Nissan My Choice sales event, get finance rates as low as 0% on other select models.
When aviation is in your blood, you learn how to fly. When your family serves, you learn the meaning of hard work. And when you're born with a name that stands for power, performance, and precision engineering, you better make the family proud. Welcome to Textron Off-Road. Side-by-sides and ATVs built with a work ethic and a relentless pursuit of adventure.
the scoring system in tennis really does favor the player that can win the big points, and that's what's happened here in the second set. Nishikori with chances to break all of Djokovic's service games. He wasn't able to do so in the first two. It's Nishikori could have the lead had he been a bit more successful early on, but he's reduced the arrears to just this one break now.
Queen 15 long.
Beautiful touch. Nishikori driven backwards. Center ball. Always an option for defense. Deep, hard up the middle. And you've got your man on the back foot. That sort of touch always goes down well. Pressure right from the start from Djokovic to return a serve. Nishikori's only won 4 points on serve in this set.
15-37.
Punishing 16-shot rally.
Yeah, and it's Novak doing all the attacking. Dante would love to see K hold here. That little flick of the wrist.
He thought he had his man in trouble. Looking for a forehand.
Another break point. Pretty close to redlining his game in this set. He's playing at a very high level, ramping things up, playing the big points well.
Bouncing straight back, having been broken to establish authority in this set. It's been a fascinating contest.
It really has been. Let's see if he can put the second set on ice.
Finish the 15 long.
Djokovic is a one-man highlight reel in perpetual editing mode. Be that good. Nishikori was on his way to the chair.
He may be more frustrated than Djokovic.
Put me through this one more time. Set point number 2.
Alina.
Some sensational tennis from Novak. Closes out set number 2 emphatically. And it's a set apiece. We'll go the distance again.
Right here, Dad.
The Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Lease the 2018 Infiniti QX60 from $548 a month for 48 months. On for a limited time. Infiniti. Empower the drive.
There's a viewing party for today's game next door, so I'm putting McCain wedges in the oven while I finish getting ready. As a surprise guest, I'm hoping this tasty snack gets me in the front door. Hey, I'm Natasha. I heard the game. Is there room for one more fan? I have McCain wedges.
Yeah, come in.
McCain wedges. Share something surprising. Share something good.
The world's first triple lens Leica camera, powered by AI. Photography will never be the same. The Huawei P20 Pro.
They call for a quick bathroom break.
No. Novak. Toilet.
Well, whilst we've got a bit of a gap in play, can you believe it? The match that we were with a little earlier, where Lopez and Lopez were dominating early on. But it's not about how you arrive, it's about how you finish. And it's Sosa and Carreño Busta that has finished the stronger of the two teams. They are through to the semi-finals here in Rome. Could win. Do it in a match tiebreaker. 10-4 they won it in the end. Good stuff. Couldn't have called that one after the first 20 minutes.
Not the way that was going down and out, but the boys hung around, didn't they? Sosa never short of little energy.
Bottling some of that stuff and selling it.
Prendere posto per favore. Giocatori sono pronti, grazie.
So a one-set shootout for a place in the semi-finals.
Per favore, grazie. Quindi 0. 15 long. Third love.
It was a shot he used to have so much feel on. It's still one that he needs to find his range on. Backhand winners for Novak so far. Excuse me, unforced for Novak so far. He would like to have 11 winners.
Yeah. Just the 5. Both men on 5. Nishikori adding to the unforced error count. He's been tight on the backhand side. Be disappointed with that. Such a good return.
Nishikori.
Got the ball in the middle of the court. Absolutely eager to pounce early again in this set. Get a lead, put the pressure on Nishikori.
There's 30 all in juice points. Defend the break points, close out the game when you do get a game point on your serve as quickly as possible. Again, you look back at that second set that he lost, and it looks convincing. If you hadn't seen it, you would think very one-sided, but certainly wasn't the case. Nishikori with chances to break Djokovic, and his opening 2 service games didn't do so, paid the price.
In fact, had break points in first 3 service games, broke on the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Points for absolutely equally there. Djokovic desperate, like we touched on with Nadal earlier. If you can get a lead, you've got to force your opponent to work even harder just to get level.
Yeah.
Often in doing so, they can overpress. You can get a bit of insurance. Well, not to be good hold from Nishikori.
Serving with some new balls. I think his foot's touched the net.
She called out, but there is no mark. Yeah, it's only here and it's good. She called the ball out, and it's I know.
It landed so softly, came off the net cord. Hasn't left a mark.
Signore e signori, Fedini ha chiamato la pallina fuori, la pallina ha toccato la riga, si ripete il punto.
Grazie, grazie, per favore.
So, upshot of all of that is they'll replay the point. I thought it was a touch actually on the net when Carlos intervened, but it sounded like a stop.
Well, no, the umpire definitely, Carlos definitely said that the lines they did called the ball out with that ball. So he must have overruled.
So a little bit of confusion after the first point. But back to business for Djokovic with a 30-love lead.
Go correct. Yep.
Well,
here, 40.
It looked like a great change-up. No, it has missed. It looks more like a clay court soul to me.
Huh? Yes, it's the mark that I have. You want to see? You see that? You see that? The one that I showed? Yes, the one that I showed them. No, not this one. Not this one. Here. You see here? This one. Here. There is one here, and there is one here.
Which one, Carlos?
Yes. If it's this one here, yes.
Where's the ball? It's on the line. Where is the ball?
It's here. Oh, now I stuck on the mark. Here.
He's got the right decision. I'm not convinced he's pointing at the right area. Because if it lands... Oh, no, there's a foot pinch.
Once again, just go to Hawkeye. Make sure that the guys are looking at the right mark, help the umpire out. Play does move around a bit. Good sportsmanship from Nishikori. In the end, he feels like the umpire has got it wrong and that the ball did get a piece of the line.
But that's the second time today that we've seen a player overrule himself incorrectly. Not Djokovic did that earlier, that ball on the baseline.
Correct.
Two sporting for their own good.
Yep. So there's the man who's ahead of officiating, Tom Bonds. It's not easy to pick the right mark sometimes for these guys. So again, I'm just in favor of helping everybody get the right decision. Why not? You can see how quickly we can flash it up with Hawkeye. Sensational from the four-time champion.
That's as good as it gets, isn't it? And the crowd enjoyed that too. The quality, the length from Djokovic. Nishikori trying to get on the front foot, but continually pushed back, bullied.
That was vintage Djokovic. We saw Djokovic do the same thing in Madrid last week.
Can you believe what we've just seen? Did so well to just in the first couple looks held his ground.
Well, I'm not sure whose was easier, but there will be a lot of comparisons on social media in the next couple of hours. It's going to be a case of mine was easier than yours. How many hits a shot like that, which is 100 times tougher?
15-4. Djokovic.
Everything points towards smash. Nishikori missed. I mean, that put him in a deep, deep hole. He pays a very big price. Djokovic breaks to lead.
We are Giant Slayers.
It's in. He's done it.
We are Trailblazers.
What a way to save a match point.
That's immense.
We are world class.
Exceptional. What incredible.
We are proudly Canadian. Experience it live at Rogers Cup, presented by National Bank. Book your tickets now at rogerscup.com.
Add them up. All your firsts. Each second. Every heartbeat. At any given moment.
We are the sum of our experiences. Make the drive one of them.
The Lexus RX series, featuring the new 3-row RXL.
Well, even the best of them missed the easiest of them. These guys are human after all. It happened to Djokovic last week, as I mentioned, in Madrid, with the simplest of smashes. Try and put that out of your mind now. It's all about the bounce back ability for Kay. And for Novak, trying to extend this lead and cement the break.
The frustration boiling underneath, and that's not just from that backhand. Pretty calm, never gives a whole lot away. Just be a little bit careful. Scored the break. You want to hand it back. It's incredible, even for the greats, how the mentality shifts. Djokovic sneaking ahead for the first time in this match with that break. Just back on him so quickly.
Big chance here for Kay. Intelligent tennis. And this time, Nishikori does indeed break at the first time of asking. Djokovic doing a good job of defending the break points in set number 2. Perhaps conditions getting a little cooler now, and that does change things up a little bit, doesn't it, Miles?
It certainly does. Gotta work a little harder to get your power, get your speed. Not so many free points perhaps on the serve.
Perhaps that's the reason why Novak has gone with the new racket. He's gone for a tighter or a looser set of strings there.
He's gone back to a used racket perhaps, because normally the new ones are in in the plastic. So perhaps a used one that would have dropped a bit of tension.
Yeah, good point.
Playing from deep in the court. Perhaps needs to remember that he turned things around by being aggressive, taking a few chances, getting up on that baseline.
Superb anticipation. Got away with it.
I needed to make a guess because that ball had way too much air underneath it, but hand skills on the stretch again. Continental grip, just bunts it down the line.
Yeah, old school shot, even if it's done with modern day equipment.
Which continues to look to be aggressive behind the second. Nishikori winning 30% only behind his second serve. Having said that, Djokovic only at 25 in this set.
Closing out your service games at the first time of asking.
Missed by the finest of margins.
Yep, definitely a space there.
The player has a look. A lot of the time it's just clear his own mind, clarify it, confirmation, so that he can move on.